Hi everyone and welcome to my place. Cindy is getting married and she wants to do an arrangement with just beautiful blossom. She asked two questions. Would it be okay to use artificial if she can't get the real blossom? And I said, leave it with me and I will do a tutorial. She also asked, having seen a craft project I did ages and ages ago, she said it wasn't very clear on the video and could I show it so that she could see it, so that she could do it for her vases. Well, the vase that we are talking about is this vase. And yes, it is difficult to see, but if I put a black cloth in there, now you can see why she wanted something that was sparkly and glitzy and had a lovely sheen to it because she's having Swarovski crystals all over her dress, and oh my goodness, you should see the dress, it's just beautiful. So I said, okay, I'll do it for you and I'll talk you through it and I'll have all the information all tickety-boo by the time I produce this video. So to begin, when you look into it, you can see that I've done a line drawing of, look, it's something nothing, but it's just a stem. And then I have done these raised embellished leaves. And then the rest is just Swarovski crystals. I've got some little silver leaves here that you can pick up from the haberdashery store or from Michael's, or you can find them on Amazon. They're everywhere. And then I've just turned some into little flowers and I've made some a little bit bigger here. And the crystals get put on with gem bond, but I'll show you that in a minute. So to make it easier so that you can see what I was talking about, these are the Pebeo, let me just put that there. These are Pebeo relief pens. They are fantastic. They come on all sorts of colours, but I did the silver on this vase because I didn't want to see it, but I did want to see it. I just wanted a hint of the silver. So anyway, what I'm going to do now is, let me just get the, when you first get yours out, just do a little bit of a run onto a bit of tissue to just get it running. Now, pretty much all that I did was, now you don't have to have it perfect because nothing in life is perfect. And then I just put some little leaves on the side like so. Now, when you're working on the glass, I'll just do that there and then I'll do another one up here. Just some little leaves, and as you get higher up the vase, just make them a little bit smoother. See, so I don't even know why I didn't do this when I started. So that's pretty much what it looks like. But when you're putting it onto the glass, what you have to remember is to ensure that the exterior of your vase is meticulously clean, no handprints, no oiliness from your skin, meticulously clean. And I would use some glass cleaner or even some methylated spirits, or what's the other, like isopropyl, that's what I was looking for, isopropyl alcohol. And then when you're doing your vase, this is what I do. I lay it onto a towel like so, and I use a dark towel, and you have to go really slowly. It is very time consuming. Do one section, then let that dry and go around. And it's easier to do it lying down than to do it like this. Well, that's how I found it. Anyway, right, so once this is dry, and you can do yours as neatly as possible, but sometimes you can go over it and make it a little bit better. But I'm just rushing through this here so that you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so once that's done on your vase and it is completely dry, like completely dry, and I'll just show you what the silver looks like before we go too far, and it's much easier. So you can see they're not, the leaves on the veins or the stems aren't pristine perfect, but we don't want them to, I didn't want them to be pristine perfect, because once we put the crystals onto it, it's going to get that lovely luster. Okay, so once you've gone to there, you now need to get some gem bond, and some George little rhinestone, little Swarovski crystals. And these are beautiful. They've got the lovely cap, and they give a really beautiful, beautiful sheen and luster and sparkle and twinkle. Okay, the next to do, and then you need a little paintbrush. You need your Gem Bond glue. And I take that bit off. I've seen the professionals do the stoning, and oh my goodness, they just get this and they just go dit, 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 and then pick up and put them all on, and they don't make any mess. But I kind of make a little bit of a mess. So I'm very good at just making sure that, hold on, and do you know what I've got to do? Fine work necessitates glasses. So you don't want too much glue, but what's beautiful about this glue is it does dry clear and it sticks on. So I'm just going to do another one of those wee daisies, and it's just a matter of going around and putting little dollops of glue down onto the surface. Put the lid on, and you're going to have to work. You do have to work quite slowly, and you have to work. You just be mindful when you're working, because you don't want to be making once you get you don't want to make a muck up, but if you do, you can take it off. Okay, so with the crystals, lay those down, and then what I've got here is a satay stick, and I put a little knob on the bottom of it with some beeswax, so's that, and you might just need to give that a wee heat up in your hand, so's that you can go down onto your crystal and then just go down on top of your little lump of glue like so. Look, just lift and place. Lift. I'll do coloured ones of these. Why not? It's me doing it, so I can do just whatever I feel like doing. And another one down on there, and then I'll put a gold one. A gold one there, and then, oh, there's a green one. Oh, if this is nice and warm in your hand. And you see, that's all you do. And I've done, look, it's as rough, but it's to give you the look of how this is achieved. And I think that Swarovski Crystals needs me to come and design some vases for them, because I think that there must be an easier way. They must be able to do these much quicker than I can. But anyway, let me just share with you. So that's what it's looking like. And you can do these as far or apart, or you can make them as big as you like. But that then needs to, once you've done that, you then need to walk away, leave it alone until it's dry. And when I do any kind of stoning like this, I like to leave it a good 48 hours. And if you're doing this method onto clothes, once it's cured, you can wash them in the washing machine and they stay on. That's how good the Gem Bond is. And you can wash your paintbrushes in water, so I think it's even better. So anyway, that's stage one. Let's just go on into the next portion, and let's put an arrangement together of either fresh or artificial blossom. I've got lots to share. See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back. Step one, do your vases, put it aside. Now, Cindy, you wanted to know about using fresh or artificial. I've got a beautiful solution, and I would incorporate both of them. I would also be filling this with a little bit of water. I think it's going to look much better on your tables. Right, this is what I have done for you. During the spring, before the spring, in fact, 5 weeks ago, I picked some bare branches off my pear tree, and here it is. Now, it looked much better than it does now, but I'll tell you what happened. So anyway, pick them a month out from your wedding. Put them into water with a little bit of herbetane or a little bit of bleach to keep the water nice and clean. Put them in a nice sheltered place outside. Very, very soon, they will start to burst into leaf and the blossom will happen. Now, because I left these outside, what is beautiful about this is, and I don't know whether you can see them or not, but have a look here. Can you see that? On that branch, the leaves, and then the bees came and pollinated, and now I am going to have beautiful little pears growing on my just beautiful vase. I'm just going to have a vase of these because I want to see how long it takes and what I need to do in here to make this go, oh, yes, we love it, this place. Now, this did look beautiful a few days ago, but the wind changed and it got in and half of the blossom fell off and I almost died a million deaths, but that's okay because it still was looking gorgeous. Now, and it did look gorgeous about a week ago. So pick it a month before your wedding, leave it. And if you need to, you can add some fresh to it, but it did look gorgeous. And the other thing I would suggest is get some peach, get some apple, get some pear, get lots of different branches, and then you'll get this beautiful, beautiful display of gorgeous blossom. And just to let you know, a long time ago, about 1980, when I got married, worst mistake of my entire life, I had big, big, big branches of blossom, and it was just beautiful. Oh, the flowers were beautiful. Wasn't a good idea. But anyway, let's just get on with it. Okay, now put your water into here and then very, very, very carefully decide on the length. Now for this container, and because these are going on onto tables, I love that you have decided to have the glitz around the outside with the Swarovski crystals. That's going to be beautiful because when you are sitting at your wedding, your guests are at the wedding table, guess what? You can still see through it because there's nothing worse than going to a wedding and there's just, I like it when you've got all the botanicals all running along, you know, about this high off the surface of the table. I don't like it when they're all up here. And you spend all night doing this. So just be mindful of what you're doing. But anyway, this might be a bit too tall, but we'll see how we go. Any leaves that are going to go beneath the line of the water, cut those off. And also remember that in nature, nothing is perfect. So please don't try and play botanical goddess because the botanical world is going to beat you. Okay, so I love that branch there, and I think that what will be really lovely is I want to just take those bits off, but I'm not going to do that because nature does that as the little bud of the pear is sort of like starting to form. They're still taking little nutrients out of that flower. Even though it looks dead, let it fall off on its own. So I'm just going to push these down into here like so. And you can put in as many as you like, but I'm just going to go that far because I want to share what it looks like with the artificial in with it because that was the assistance that you desired. Okay, so I've got two different types of blossom here and I've cut this one a little bit shorter because what I want to do is I want to take that down and into there. And yes, I could have taken all the leaves off, but it's quite nice to have the leaves down there and also to have the blossom down there. Like it's just like the way that I rock. That's just what I like. And a few might fall off, but hopefully we're fine. Yes, I like that down there. And you might even like to get a little stick and just like fiddle around with those to get those sitting beautiful. And then I've got this one here. Now you can have as I said, you can have as many as you like in here, but I felt that look at that. That is just gorgeous. And I'm just going to take this up a little bit higher into here. There you are. There is a beautiful arrangement. And if you can get branches to come out or if you're using the artificial, look, you can just bend and manipulate those. And I think that with all the different textures in there, it's going to look gorgeous. Cindy, it was my pleasure to do this tutorial for you. And I hope for those of you are looking for your own Swarovski inspired vase to put flowers into, I hope I've ticked all the boxes for you. See you again another day.